Hello all uniquely creative people and welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry Thorne. This is actually my first video as Sherry Thorne. All my other previous videos have been under Sherry Turquoise. You will still be able to find those videos. It's just from this day forward I will be known as Sherry Thorne on my YouTube channel and all my other accounts. Anyways, today's video topic is going to be, was going to be a Q&A, but all my other videos have also been Q&A, so I think people got a little burnt out or couldn't come up with, or they didn't have any other questions, so there was actually no questions for this video, which I'm totally A-okay with. It was going to be the last one until I hit about 500 subscribers in a way. I don't even know what my number's at now. If I had to take a stab in the dark, which I will double check. I think it's like 110. It might be less now because it's been quite a while since I last checked. So anyways, I'm babbling now. Today's video is going to be on a few topics. It's not going to be a Q&A, it's just going to be an update of what's going on with the channels, and so forth. So the topics for today are going to be my experience in college, what was it like working and doing college at the exact same time, what's happening to my YouTube channel, for Sherry Turquoise / Sherry Thorne, what's going to happen to my accounts because there's going to be changes to that, what's going on with my book, Dying Rounds, my debut novel, whereabouts I am on that, whereabouts am I on my other projects, and do I have any new ones going on, and that, and finally, the Cold Blood Phoenix account. That is my gaming channel. What's happening to that one? Am I going to keep it? Am I going to get rid of it? Those are the main topics that I'm going to talk about. So this video might be on the long end, so I'm really sorry about that. So let's start with the first one, which honestly I already forgot the list of orders this is going to be in, and I didn't write it down. So this might not be in the exact order. Where have I been for the last 4 months, maybe more by the time this video goes up. No, it will be more than 4 months. I was in college from September to April 22nd, doing the PSW program, so also known as a personal support worker. Now, for those of you wondering what that is, this version of personal support worker is helping the retirement people or anyone in long-term care, short-term care, retirement, community housing. Well, not really community housing, but for people that are retired and still want to stay at their home, but they need some help. And palliative care, there are some hospitals up where I am that hire PSWs. And I think that's the only fields that hire PSWs at this moment. I could be wrong because there's been a lot of changes going on since the pandemic. However, everything seems to be calming down up here. Touching wood that it stays that way. Anyways, what was my life like in college? Very crazy is one word. Almost overwhelming. Crazy is actually probably the most accurate word, because for the first 14 weeks and a little bit before the 14 weeks, like sometime in August, I helped a friend because they needed the help. And then during that time frame, from there to about sometime in December, late December, if not early January, I believe, I kept helping my friend who needed help with her stuff, and I also helped her with her school schooling wherever she needed the extra hand with computers, or if she was having a problem with the computer, I would help her with that. Or if she was having a hard time finding something, I would help her find something. That kind of stuff. Stuff that I knew how to do, but she didn't quite knew how to do until I showed her, kind of thing. So I was helping around the house, helping her around the house, schoolwork, and she was also helping me with my schoolwork as well. So we were helping each other out. We were helping each other study for our tests. Although she was in the same field, but different level of. She was in a different level. She was doing nursing. So, but she was helping me with mostly my biology actually, on that part. And she was helping me understand the PSW stuff and understand the words that were being used, because my vocabulary is very, very basic, and I'm slowly changing that. And I have a hard time pronouncing a lot of words, so she was helping me with that, and I was helping her with things that she needed help with. So we were really basically helping each other for those 14 weeks of school, and then plus during the holidays. Did I pass my classes for semester? Yes, I did. They were all 65% and higher. Between 65 and 75%. I think there was actually one class that was a 78. I had to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure there was one class that hit there. And that was 7 classes in total, and I also worked during the weekends of that. So from Mondays to Fridays, I was doing schooling, and then Saturday and Sunday, I was working at my 2 jobs. So for 28, if not 30 weeks, 28 for sure. No, it would have been 30 weeks too. It would be closer to the 30. No, 28. Because reading week was during the 14 weeks, I believe. Yeah, 28 to 30 weeks for sure. I was doing schooling and work 7 days straight. What was that like? Very tiring. I actually hit a few burnouts, and I just kept on rolling even during my burnouts, which I don't recommend doing unless you absolutely have no other choice. However, I don't recommend it because it could cause some health problems. Anyways, once I passed all my classes and partway through the weeks, I did get some days off from work, but not a whole lot, and not a long enough period of time where I could recover from my burnout. So I ended up going into semester 2, still in a little bit of a burnout, but not as much. Like, I have a video, I believe I said I wasn't in a burnout, but really I still basically a little bit was. Just not enough for me to actually notice the burnout. Not quite fully, but I just knew I was not as fast as I should have been at my job, or jobs in this situation. And then second semester hit where I had placement, which is also known as co-op, and 2 classes. So I was doing my classes Wednesdays, and then I was doing for the first 7 weeks of co-op Thursdays and Fridays every week. But every week would have been different. Like, one week I would be 6 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Another week I would have been 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 p.m. So the schedule was made in advance because some of us actually still had to work. So this way our jobs would know when to schedule us in and not when to for time frame wise. However, there's been a couple incidents where the schedule just suddenly changed, so I had to let my job know that I asked them basically not to put me in Thursdays and Fridays unless they absolutely had to, and then I would just confirm if I could just make it or not. However, work was pretty cool with that. And I was doing classes for 1 day a week, all day, morning and afternoon. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I was actually literally at work for the most part at one of my 2 jobs, or at both of them at the exact same time. So I got schoolwork done normally in the evenings, if not mornings, if I was not at work. And then the newest reading week, which I was planning on uploading the Q&A video, but there was only one question, and I answered that privately. And so I also decided actually not to include that video, not to do that video, because by the time it gets uploaded, it will probably be probably near the end of the month, if not a little bit sooner. So I decided not to. So I answered the question privately. And the person that did ask was, I believe her YouTube channel is called Sabrina Rose or Sabrina Rose. I will leave a link down below as soon as I find it. I know I'm subscribed to it, and I will leave a link to her Instagram account. So then that leaves the last 7 weeks of schooling. I was doing placement for 4 days a week. How that schedule worked was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then every other week I worked on weekends. So it would have been Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday off. And I was doing that in the morning, 6 to 2, for 7 weeks in a row. On top of that, I was also working at my 2 jobs, so whenever I was not in placement from 6 to 2, I was actually at one of my jobs 6 to 2, and then I would also do my other job, like a 4 to 8 or a 3 to 8, just to do their closing shift, plus do schoolwork. So by the time actually I got to my schoolwork, and I don't recommend this to anyone, by the time I actually got to my schoolwork, it was like 9 o'clock at night by the time I got home and did everything I needed to get done. And then get onto the computer and do my schoolwork. It was like 9 o'clock at night. And then I would go to bed till like 1:30 in the morning. And then get back up at 4:30 in the morning just to do placement. Or do more schoolwork. In my situation, it was more placement than schoolwork. And then what ended up happening is, because of the stage of a burnout I was in, I ended up getting a really bad headache on one of the days I was supposed to be in that placement. It actually almost turned into a migraine, and I ended up calling in sick. So I actually missed 2 placements because I had to get the paperwork done and the orientation stuff done, which didn't get done until Friday, and I was pulling off all-nighters for that whole week, so that way I could not miss a second placement. So I ended up missing 2 placements, but I made up for the hours that I missed and got them done, and got sick to one. I did show up to my job because the migraine finally went away long enough for me to work at my job just to re-get that headache again. It turned into a headache that round again after work, so was not really in my favor on that one. But that was the only time I ended up getting sick, which I was extremely grateful because I couldn't afford to miss any more placements, because that was my second one, and we could only miss up to 3 placements, and then we're a fail. Then we failed the class, and then we will have to retake it. So in grand total, I hit over my hours, which I'm glad. I passed all my classes this semester. My lowest mark of all my classes was a 59, but it was still technically a pass because I just needed a 50 for that class. But overall, I needed a 60 to get my certificate. And I'm happy to say that I actually passed with an overall of a 65.8. I am extremely proud of myself and extremely happy. I am actually technically now a PSW. Will I be talking about the responsibilities of that job position? No, because that does hit the fine line of confidentiality, because there's a lot of confidential stuff in that field. All I'm gonna say is that it was different and I've learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to trying this field, something outside my comfort zone, and I'm looking forward to helping people that really need my help. Which does lead to learning videos. I will be going back to the learning videos. However, I won't be talking about, I know I said, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of my videos in the past, that I was going to talk about and do learning videos of what I learned in college. Yes and no. More no, because the classes that I took more so cater to the PSW program. The classes that I will be talking about on my channel will be like biology, mental health, and like diseases and that. Those will be the learning videos that I will be talking about. As long as I don't think it'll hit where it's going to get me into trouble. It'll be more so biology and the disease itself, maybe. More the biology, like the organs and the functionality and that kind of stuff. Once I get a better understanding of it, those learning videos will be going up on my channel, and then I will be talking about other learning videos as well. As for what I have learned in college, I learned not to actually push myself to the extent that I did. I learned for future to actually, despite my organizational skills, I learned to be more organized on that one, more time management, and I learned not to really work 2 jobs plus placement plus college all in the same go round. Now, with that said, did I get any job offers? No, so I'm currently looking. So how often I will be on YouTube? Right now I am currently working on a schedule. I won't be back on YouTube officially until the beginning of June. The day I am thinking of, and this is not a guarantee, but I was thinking June 1st, which is a Wednesday, and I'm thinking of uploading my videos more so in the evenings or at nighttime with my videos, and I'll only be posting once a week. I will only be posting once a week. As for my writing vlogs, the beginning of June, I will be going back into them. Learning video wise, they will be here as well eventually. I don't know when they'll be back, but they will be back. And same with the Plan With Me videos, they will be back as well. That is actually probably going to be my first video back on the YouTube other than this one. However, I am taking the rest of May off just to get myself fully recovered from the burnout, not to overwork myself, to get everything back in the organization, and just to see where I'm at stabilized wise with my apartment, finances, and everything. As for my YouTube channel, Sherry Thorne, the live stream part will be once a week. That will be strictly based on my work schedules, independent if I have a third job or not. But right now, it will be based on my 2 jobs that I currently have. So it will be once a week for about 2 hours, either on my days off. Actually, it will be more than likely on my days off. And the live streams will be back. It'll just be for like 2 hours or so. And as for my links to my accounts, the Instagram one no longer works because I have changed my name to Sherry Thorn on it. I believe it's called Sherry Thorn 31 because other Sherry Thorns were being used, so I put a number in front of mine. So I will put a link to that one soon, and that's another thing I'm going to be working on during the month of May. I'm going to get everything organized for me to come back onto my channel, and everything will have the links properly, and I will have all the old links to Sherry Turquoise gone, except for the email. That is going to stay as sherryturquoise@gmail.com. Because at this moment, I cannot change the name or the Gmail link with that account unless I want to make a whole new account, which I don't, and I don't want to start from scratch knowing that I have hit 100 plus subscribers on this account. I just changed my name to Sherry Thorn, so that way it's a little bit easier for people to find. But I am going to keep the sherryturquoise@gmail.com because that is the original one. And I'm going to keep that Gmail account until further notice, or until I can actually change it on Google. But right now, that is going to stay the same, so that way I don't have to start from scratch. And I'm totally A-okay with it because a lot of people know just to use that link to get information if they have any questions or if they cannot find an account on me, and then they can use that. As for my other YouTube channel, Cold Blood Phoenix, I'm actually going to change the name on it as well. Except for the Gmail again. I don't even think I have the Gmail link on it. I don't think, anyway. Anyways, as for Cold Blood Phoenix, I'm going to change it to just strictly a reaction channel, and it's still going to have games on it. It's just going to be more reaction and movie reviews or TV show reviews. Those ones will be bonus videos because I don't always get a chance to watch movies every single week or finish a whole season every single week. So those will be whenever I can get to it. And as for gaming, I am actually not much of a gamer. I only really play video games whenever I feel like it. So that might be like a weekly thing to just de-stress and give me something else to do. But that channel is still going to continue on. It's just going to be more reaction to like trailers, anime trailers, spooky videos, that kind of stuff. And I will leave a link to where I found them down below in the description of that channel. Which reminds me of the Sherry Thorn channel, YouTube channel. My bonus videos will not be continuing on. Well, they will be. However, they will be done differently. Instead of twice a month like I normally did, they will be again at random. Whenever I have a book finished, that is more than likely going to be the bonus video or unboxing or something else. It'll be more than likely unboxing books or book review or some tags. It might be a vlog every so often, especially if I have a learning video and I want to post a vlog, then that will be the bonus video, the vlog. However, it won't be twice a month like it was. It will be maybe once a month, maybe less, depending on whenever I get a book done, or audiobooks. Other videos I'm going to include in this on the Sherry Thorn channel will be the Plan With Me, tea time videos, writing vlogs, learning videos, and graphic design stuff, because I have been doing some graphic designs, and I'm going to show you guys how I done some of them. More so the rough draft of the book cover, rough drafts of book covers that I have made that I am willing to share and just to show you guys. And I believe that is it on that remark. As for my accounts, sorry guys. Here we go. As for my accounts for like YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitch, I am actually going to be starting, and Facebook, I am actually going to be deleting some of my accounts because it's just too much. I realized this as I was, sorry, I got itchy nose. I realized this as I was doing schooling. I realized as I was away from all the accounts, I realized that it was just too much. I had too many accounts running, and so I'm gonna make a a decision on which accounts I'm going to keep. For sure my Facebook, because my Facebook account does really well with the horror genre, which is the genre I'm going to be writing in. So that is going to be one account I'm going to keep. Another one I'm going to keep is Instagram, because I am the most active on that account. As for the accounts I'm planning on getting rid of, and Twitch. I'll keep Twitch for a little bit longer and then make a decision whether I'm going to keep that channel or not, keep that one or not. And I'm going to obviously keep my YouTube channel. The links I'm planning on getting rid of are my Twitter account, because I'm never active on it. The only time I am is when I'm posting my links to my YouTube channel, which honestly I don't even think anyone uses that account to actually click the link. And I don't post anything else on that account. So in all honesty, there's no point in me keeping it. And my Tumblr account, I'm also taking into consideration to get rid of as well. Again, I'm not active on it. Not enough for me to go, yeah, I'm going to keep it. The only time I really am on it is when I'm posting a video. And I have no followers on it, except for maybe one. No more than 2. So in my head, I'm not going to lose anything to that. My Twitter account, on the other hand, I do have a fair bit of followers. So I might keep that for a little bit longer just to see if I become more active on it. I don't know. I just know for the first year and some odd, I was just basically not really active other than posting on my account the links to my YouTube channel. So those 2 accounts I am taking into consideration of getting rid of. So this way it's less of a burden for me, and then I'm not trying to commit to so many accounts. Will I eventually extend to more accounts? Eventually, but right now, for sure, my Facebook and my Instagram account are my 2 main accounts that I do a lot of activities on at this moment. So those 2 are definitely going to be for sure the ones I'm going to keep. As for Cold Blood Phoenix, I believe I already said this. I'm going to change the name. I am just going to change it to Cold Phoenix. This way it's more of a reaction friendly kind of thing. I'm going to be changing my thumbnail. Not the actual thumbnail round, because I really like that. But the intro part of my videos, I'm going to be changing that to make it more appealing, I think is the word I want to use. It's still going to be a gaming reaction channel. It's just going to be less games and more reaction, because I'm not really much of a video gamer. To be totally honest, I'm really not. I like playing video games, but I mostly do it just out of boredom, or I'm hanging out with someone that wants to play video games. I don't really play video games by myself. So, yeah. That account will be back up and running. I honestly don't know when. I will do a separate video for that channel. I don't know when I'm coming back, but when I do, the posts won't be consistent. Excuse me, I will try once a week with that channel as well. And maybe play some games live once a week as well. I don't know. We'll see. It will all depend. But right now, I'm going to focus on the Sherry Thorne channel and just focus on that and see whereabouts that leads, and then figure out time schedule wise to fit in my second channel and make more healthier decisions. I also realized I didn't do my quarterly goal for this round, so there won't be any quarterly goals videos for this year because I didn't get to it, and if I do, it will be near the end of the year, so I actually gotta find my yearly goals and go by that, which some of it I already know I'm not gonna hit. There will also be quarterly goals on this video, and instead of going to videos saying the books I got to and the books I did not get to this month, I'm not doing any more of those videos. I will do a video once a year, no more than twice a year. Books that I'm planning on getting to this year, and then at the end of the year, I'm going to be saying what books I did get to, just in case I don't have a book review on them quite yet. And I will also be announcing what audiobooks I got to, and I will try to have a picture of the book somewhere up here in the corner, and yeah, somewhere in the corners, one of these corners, I'm not too sure which ones. And I will have the links down below of all the books I got to, or as many books as I can, to help you guys out, so this way you can find them. And speaking of books, my book club, Books United Book Club, I believe it's called. It's been so long since I last been on it. The Turn by Kim Harrison, I believe that's the book club book we got right now. In Saturday, June 18th, I believe it is. That is actually going to be our final book club book. I am not going to be doing any more book club books for the time being. It's on hiatus. Once this book club meeting is done, there's going to be no more book club meetings at this moment, because I realized as well that I have too much on the go, and right now doing a book club, especially if I get a third job, is just going to be too much and it's going to be too overwhelming. So I might go back to it and maybe in a year or two to see if I could juggle it, but right at this moment, it's not going to happen. After this book club meeting, that's going to be it. And on top of it all off, I noticed it wasn't really that engaging, because I also noticed there's also a lot of YouTube channels that do, well, there's been a few anyways I noticed that do book clubs. So it's not going to happen right away with me again. I might bring it up next year to see if anyone is interested. If not, I actually might just get rid of it on Discord, which Discord I am going to keep. But right now, the United Book Club, the last book club is The Turn. Once that meeting is done, that will be it for book clubs. Until maybe next year if anyone is interested. If not, I will ask again maybe another year or two, just to see if anyone's interested. And well, maybe not. We'll see what the responses are. And I would actually really like to hear back from you guys. What did you guys really want me to post? Like, let me know in the comments and let me know on my Instagram account, because I will be posting that every so often. So this way I know what video is supposed to cater to you guys. This way I know what you guys are interested in. And book projects. Am I doing Camp NaNoWriMo this year or this summer in July? Yes, I am. I am going to be doing my weekly vlogs for preparations for it in June. Not the beginning of June. That one's going to be the planning video. Once I get all caught up on my calendars and planners and that. And as for Dying Rounds, which is my debut novel that I'm going to be working on. Oh, what am I going to be working on in Camp NaNoWriMo? It's going to be book 2 of the Life of the Supernatural series. I honestly don't remember where I left off, which is perfect, because then I can read from the beginning, because I don't think I got very far, maybe like 2 or 3 chapters in. No more than 4. So I can reread from the beginning, make some fixes where there's errors in that, which is perfect, because then I can relook at it with fresh eyes. As for the 2 novels, the novel and the novel I got on the go that are technically done. Dying Rounds won't get published this year, more so because of finances, and it's nowhere near ready. Because if it was going to be published this year, I would have actually gotten the beta readers in January when I was supposed to and that kind of stuff. But I'm still in the self-editing stage. I haven't even checked. Well, okay, that's kind of a lie. I have checked the comments of the feedbacks. I'm going to relook at them since it's been so long. And then I'm going to make the changes. I'm hoping to get the editing done this month. And then start the revisions either this month or next month. Because I might start them at the exact same time as I'm doing the book. So this way it's still fresh in my head. There's going to be characters' point of views are not going to be included. There's going to be... Actually, I'll get the book. There's going to be a lot of changes happening to this book. There's going to be new chapters added to this book. And then there's going to be chapters deleted from this book with characters' point of view. I am actually going to be writing down the main characters of this book's point of view to see which ones are going to be needed the most, and then the characters that are not really needed or only got one feedback that I didn't get a whole lot of feedback on. I didn't actually get a whole lot of feedbacks in general with this book, so I only got technically 2 people's feedbacks on the entire book. One person let me know which characters they thought that weren't needed. I might keep one in here, but just change it up a bit and delete the others. There's going to be a lot of changes done to Dying Rounds, so I'm hoping to get that done before July, so this way I can take a break and then relook at it in August. As for Rise of the Spirit Dragons, I'm hoping to start editing this again, but I started editing this and now I have to get back into it because I totally forgot where I left off. As for this book, I'm hoping to get to editing this in August and start the revision in August as well, as I wait for a new copy of Dying Rounds to come in from the mail. I will be working on this, Rise of the Spirit Dragons, and once I'm done the revisions and edits on this one, I will start the grammar and punctuation edits on Dying Rounds, which I'm hoping I will get done by the end of August. And then I'm hoping to go to beta readers in September. The plan is for that one, if I don't get any beta readers by the end of the month, I will reorder another version of Diane Round's book and start the editing process by myself all over again to see where I think the changes need to happen, and then redo the grammar once I get another book. So that will be 4 new books of this, give or take, and go for another beta readers of beta readers. And if I still can't find any, then I will go to a round of editors. So I'm looking at around maybe December before I go to editors with Diane Rounds, and then Rise of the Spirit Dragons. Editors won't be until sometime next year. Good news, I've actually got the book cover made already for Diane Rounds. I made it myself. I have 2 different covers, one for hardback, one for paperback. I haven't decided which one was going to be for which, but I will do a video on that. Now, fortunately for the one cover for Diane Rounds, PicMonkey no longer has those photos anymore, so I can only give you guys like a tutorial of what I did with those photos. But I can do a actual tutorial on how I got the other book cover for it. And I'm really excited to show you guys, but I cannot because I want it to be a surprise. And that goes same with Rise of the Spirit Dragons. I already got 2 book covers made for it. One for paperback and one for hardback. Again, the one cover I do not have PicMonkey change its pictures, so I no longer have access to the pictures that I used. So again, I will have to do it like a tutorial with those photos to show you exactly what I did. As for the other one, I can just automatically show you the process of what I did from scratch and actually show you, as long as they didn't change their photos already. I will have to check that. And I actually got all the titles for the Spirit Dragon series. There's going to be 5 books. And I have those 5 covers made both for paperback and hardback. So I'm going to show you guys those videos when it's time for the book cover reveal. But I will have them recorded in advance. So the year won't match. If you look at the time and date and year, it won't match from the time frame that the book is actually coming out. So yeah. I actually already got the book cover also made for book 2 of the Life of the Supernatural series. The one anyways, and I'm still working on the second one. I don't know if I'm going to have 2 different covers for the Life of the Supernatural series, because right now that series is looking at roughly 13 books in total, and that is a lot of book covers to make, because that will be 13, so that will be 26 book covers, 13 for hardback, 13 for paperback. So I don't know if I'm going to stick with that. And then I have the book covers already made for the sequel of the sequel of Diane Rounds of the Spirit Dragon series, which that series, the sequel to, is going to be my newest NaNoWriMo projects. So this way I am just strictly working on the Spirit Dragon world, and I can focus on the sequel. As for the Immortal Creature series, I'm still going to work on that. I actually have a cover ready for that book as well, which I will have pre-recorded and well in advance. I just don't have another cover made for it yet. Well, I do. I'm going to tweak it to where I like it a little bit more. As for my horror book, I'm going to work on that whenever I have free time. And the Immortal Creature series is going to be in the back burners right now because I need to do a lot more research on it. And that goes in with the horror book. Well, not so much on the horror one. It's just that I'll work on it whenever I have free time or whenever I get really stuck on the current project that I'm working on, which then I just work on a side project. And I actually have another book on the go. I am doing a rough draft on the outlining. This book was coming in my head while I was in college, actually. And Sabrina or Sabra, I'm not too sure what name she's going by on the YouTube channel, so I'm really sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Anyways, I got this idea for college, got this book idea for college. It's another dark fantasy with horror elements, and it just wasn't going to leave my head, so I actually started roughly outlining it, and it's basically going to be about 5 original immortals. One ended up getting murdered, 2 of them being corrupt, and 2 of them being the good people. One coming from a family long line of criminals, but she doesn't want to follow her family's path, not anymore, and she wants to go, and she's up against them and other dark immortals that are against her because she doesn't want to be evil, but she's still constantly fighting her evil self. So there's going to be like internal battles. There's going to be a lot of flashbacks actually in this book too. So I'm going to be working on that one whenever I have free time as well. I'm actually currently outlining my characters whenever I have a free second or just a few minutes. And just to really flesh them out. I don't even really have their personalities written out, but I do have 3 characters with their names, their description of what they're going to look like. Well, 2 of them are done. 1 is on the go right now. And yeah, that's basically as far as I've gone. So if you have any questions on that book or any books I'm working on, let me know in the comments and I will answer them as best as I can. If it's about the sequel to the Spirit Dragon series, I will not answer that to full detail. Because there will be spoilers on it, because that lets you know which characters actually do survive in the Spirit Dragon series. I am working on the sequel of it, so I already know in advance who's going to survive. How many books are going to be in that sequel? It's going to be 5 books as of this moment, possibly 7. I believe I got 7 covers made. And it's going to be a dark fantasy fairy tale. It's going to be like a fairy tale retelling, but in a dark fantasy format way. So it's going to be dark fantasy and dark fairy tale. And fairy tale, so like the Grimm books kind of thing, but for adults. So the ones I'm planning on is a Cinderella retelling, Aladdin retelling, The Little Mermaid retelling, and Snow White retelling, The Frog Princess retelling, Sleeping Beauty retelling, and The Swan Princess retelling. So 7 books in total, and I might try other fairy tale series books in a different series, but in a sequel kind of way, or in its own series alone, because it's something I want to take a dab at, but not all at once. So I think that covers it all. Yeah, I believe that covers everything. The 2 YouTube accounts, the books I'm working on, the accounts with the links, and that's all of it. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. This video, by the time I get uploaded, it's actually almost 50 minutes long. This video will be posted sometime next week. I'm aiming for maybe tomorrow, Sunday. It is Saturday, May 14th, so I'm probably going to post it maybe tomorrow. I'm going to also edit this tomorrow, so we'll see how long it takes. And I'm planning on coming back in June, so we will see. June 1st is when I would like to come back. I will make a proper announcement on that on my Instagram account, so definitely go to your Instagram account, find ShayWithThaHobbies. I'm wearing a blue wig on it and with some makeup, but yeah, that is the account for my channel and all my write-in. That's where I get that's where I'm mostly active, and I will just keep you guys posted. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. It will mean the world to me if you like the video. Please leave a comment down below, and subscribe. I know I have been absent for a long time. However, I am going to get back to a regular schedule as soon as I figure out a more proper schedule for me that does not involve me writing 7 days a week, because that was just too much. So once a week with videos, once a week with live streams. Don't know what time for the live streams, don't know what days. It would entirely depend on my schedule. I will post on my Instagram account when the live stream is going to happen and what time, and if there's a cancellation or it's going to start later than normal. Videos I'm aiming for Wednesdays once more at around the evening times before midnight. So between 4 o'clock in the afternoon and midnight. Not too sure what time. So that's going to be the schedule roughly. We're going to see how well that works. And as for the Cold Blood Phoenix, name's going to get changed. I'm going to work on the schedule, not right away, but I will go back to that channel. I will also do a separate video on that and explaining where I have been. And yeah, that's basically it. So thank you for watching. Follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, and this channel as well. My gaming channel is also linked down below as well, same as its Instagram account. That has not changed. I am probably going to be changing the Instagram one as well. But right at this moment, all links are down below. My Instagram account is currently not working, but just please look up just ShayWithThaHobbies on Instagram, and you will be able to find it. And yeah, click the like, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Bye.